Hey, we are back from Japan. I'm so excited. I'm BB, Barbara Bertucci calling from California. And it's my privilege today to have Nancy on with me. I got Japan and I got my little.
See, here's the shirt you were trying to show.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. And the Geisha girls. Um, but I'm so excited. And you have one, you were just talking about Hawaii. You were talking about what it is to have an amazing business or what was the most important thing. And so share with me the growth that you've had and the things that you're doing in Nikken to win Hawaii and then Japan. And now Japan in 2025 is a must. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's all about personal growth, and it's taken me years. I'm on the slow curve of growth. Um, for the trips, winning those, it was really a decision. You hear everyone says this, and I remember way back, I was just frustrated. People came into town, and I said, I haven't, it's not growing. And they said, you haven't made the decision. And I said, I thought I had. They went, no, you really haven't. So that was, I bet 15, 20 years ago. And so when it came to really getting after it, it was, I need a mentor. So I found a mentor. I need an accountability partner. I found an accountability partner. And the daily writing down of what I'm grateful for, and then I just take a picture of it. My accountability partner does the same, and we switch that. And we might send, and it's text. I mean, we're not talking, it doesn't take a lot of time, except just kind of hot pen method, writing down what I'm grateful for. And we do write down our goals and possible and what we accomplished. Goal maybe is, well, there are many, but 5 contacts a day, check mark if we did it. Well, I want her to know if I did more. So then I'd say +4, and just that little bit of extra. But it really is making the decision. Now, my mentor is Ruth Lowe, and she would say, Nancy, you can do this. Oh my gosh, you can do this. And she would keep saying that. And I was able to do it for the Hawaii trip. I was so exhausted after that because it really it takes a lot out of you doing all that concentrate. I was waking up at 4 in the morning with my head just going like this. Well, for the Japan trip, and we knew we were going to Japan when we were in Hawaii, and I went, I have got to be there. Well, I couldn't get my act together. I could not make the decision. It's not like you make it once, it's for each thing you want to do. So, anyway, Ruth kept encouraging me. I'd pretty much given up. And then Nikken announced the incentive program 6 months into the year. And that's when I thought, oh my gosh, okay, here we are again, Nancy, you got to make the decision. And so Ruth was talking to me saying, you can do this. Nancy, you made it to Hawaii. Why can't you make it to Japan? I mean, not in a mean way, but saying, okay, who are you going to contact? How many people a day, et cetera. So it really is the consistent reaching out. And it's not reaching out and dumping the kin on them. When I say I have made 5 contacts, sometimes 17 contacts in a day, I have simply contacted someone and said, hey, how are you liking your, shoe inserts? Or what happened? You told me your mom wasn't doing well, or I mean, anything to do what my accountability partner would say is you want to bring yourself to the forefront of their mind so they will remember you and think about what they know you are doing, etc. So that is what I did. And it just, I made the decision, but you have to get it going. And then you go, well, I'll be, this might really work. This might happen. And then you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's not going to. And then you have people saying, Nancy, you've got this. I know you're going. And I'm going, I don't want to disappoint them. So it really is the gray matter between the ears. I remember people saying that over the years. It is not the business. It's not the products. It's between your ears. And that really, truly is where it is. So it's make the decision, have the support, go for it. You don't know. I had no idea where the points would come from. Now, graciously, Nikken ended up doubling the points the last 2 years, and that really did help. But I had to be in position at that point to be able to really utilize those points and make what was required. So it took all the work, and then that pushed me over the edge. But my focus was the trips. I wanted my husband to go on these trips. I grew up overseas. I have traveled to the countries, but I wanted him to experience it. And so it's a real heart thing, and you go for it. You pray a lot, you reach out, you ask people to help, and 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 it works. It happens. People that would call me up, that, like I said, that I would not even remember they had a product, and they'd say, I'd like. I have the old ones, and I think there's some new ones. I go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Anything adds in. It's like the penny double that we were talking about. Anything adds up to what you need, but it is the decision that does it. That's it, Barbara, BB.
Thank you, Nancy. That's awesome. It is, for me, there were some doubtful times,
Mhm.
and it was people around me writing the journal, like you were saying. I write backwards in the book. Jeff Isom got me doing that. I had these little guys around. I have this. I have a bookmarker. I had, it was just a folded little geisha girl, that I had out, and and then the other thing I want to underline is that you tapped on people's doors, whether it was a text message, a photo, a thing, and got them to the forefront. And Sherry Danzig talks about that, having people in the hopper, and you don't even know that they're in the hopper because you really haven't said anything about Nikken at that point. But then they're thinking, and then all of a sudden they'll come back to you,
Mhm.
or you end up with coffee and that, and then you end up with your little tools out playing with them. My, oh, here it is, this little guy here, just put this at a coffee shop and just start rolling on it, and just have it like, oh my goodness, this thing is just so amazing. And it's that's how I share and do things. But really having people in that hopper when the double PV comes or the different specials come, it makes a big difference. I do think that we need to relaunch this little guy. So we'll talk more about the precision down the road, but I just wanted to get this out there. Thank you. Anything you want to add to it, Nancy?
Well, I did want to say, when you talked about having your little guys around and all, I had I took it down now, but a picture, and it wasn't me. They said, oh, I took a picture of me and put it there looking at Mount Fuji. I didn't. I thought that takes too much time. I just took what I think Jeff Isom had, and it was Mount Fuji with a person standing and looking at Mount Fuji. And I wrote Japan 2023. And I would look up at that and I go, yep, yep, okay. And it reminds you, and it keeps it to the forefront of your own mind.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So get your little tools out there for Japan 2025. All right. See you. Thank you, guys.